Wasabi forever. Stand for something. We appreciate the blessing, bro. Let's go.
Ain't trying to bite it, we create it, then we ride it. We know our wave is seismic and you really can't deny it. We just keep on soaring higher, you would swear it's autopilot. Then you realize tone and shift and made a living off a fly. We are the wave and it's bigger than the moment. It's a movement that's progressing like the trucks that on opponents. It's time to stake our claim, it's time to bring the pain. We're battle tested, now it's time to show it ain't a game. It's time to make a lane, a different vibe, another wave. We're known for killing, shoot, even help them pick their graves. We're breaking free in chains and running towards the daylight. The victory's in plain sight, we're taking flight to reach heights. These boys is tired of waiting, tired of playing, time to go. This vibe's been percolating, gaining steam to explode. Building anticipation, maybe time to reload. We paid our dues, now we're coming back to repo. We kicking doors, we ain't got no time for peepholes. We keep evolving for our family and our peoples. Ain't playing fair in this game, we just some cheat codes. We are the wave and our hurricanes on beast mode.
Welcome to Wave of the Bay. With DJ Spaceship and Locophone.
What's going on, world? It's your boy Tone Capone. I'm holding it down here in beautiful Tampa Bay, Tampa, Florida. As you can see the jersey right there, you know what I'm saying? But hey, this is podcast episode 13, and I got special guests right here, super producer, fucking hip hop artist, b-boy, DJ, fucking Knux over here, man. So welcome Knux to the podcast episode 13. Thank you for taking time out to talk with us tonight. And I'm just excited to talk with you. It's been a while since I've seen you, actually, man. It's been a minute,
man.
Right.
It's been a minute. Yeah, I think the last time I saw you, we did the cipher that we was over
wow.
there. Yeah, it was like
wow. That was the one over there at was that the one at the studio?
Yeah, the studio. I think it was in Seminole Heights around there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Damn, that's been about 2.5 now. The Rona, man. The Rona. It done changed everything up for me. I done got lazy, bro. Like, for real, I love being at home. I realize I love being at home, so I don't even be out like that no more.
I think it was, in 2020, that's when it, like, all started, right? Like, the Rona stuff?
Yeah.
Like, in 2021, it was my first time I was over 200 pounds. I ain't never been over 200 pounds. I ain't never been able to get lower than that either. I'm up there now. I'm with everybody else now.
Now you done came to the big boy club.
I came to the big boy club. My cousin told me, "Oh, you're finally a man now." I was like,
"That's funny you say that shit, man." I remember I stopped eating carbs for like 6 months or something. I dropped mad weight. I lost like 30 pounds, and it felt cool to be skinny again, but it felt kind of weird at the same time. Like I felt like narrow. Like I don't know. I can't call it, man. I'm so used to being like over 2. Yeah,
I feel you on that because like I've just been like I had did something for Lent. I had gave up red meat.
Mm-hmm.
that was one of my biggest mistakes, man. Because like at the time I was, you already know, I'd be breakdancing, I'd be b-boying.
Right.
It took all the energy out of me, man. I ain't had none. Like I was skinny, but I could barely like, you know what I'm saying, keep up with what I used to do. So I can completely understand. It just didn't feel like, you know what I'm saying. Like I feel like we all got a body type we stick with.
I'm looking at pictures, my head all big and shit. I was like, damn.
Yeah. I see my temples too deep in there.
That shit. That seemed like forever ago, man. But yeah, welcome to the podcast. Appreciate you joining us, man. And let's just go ahead and kick it off with having you introduce yourself to the people out there who may not be familiar with you.
All right. Well, yes, it is Knux. These Knux, Knuckles. I'm actually born and married out in Florida. I'm from Tampa, Florida. You know, I like, you know, like you said, I make beats. I used to break dance at competition, but I only teach, or, you know, those who don't do teach. So that's what I do with the b-boying.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes down to the rapping and stuff, I've actually only been taking it serious for about like the past year. You know what I'm saying? Just LLC. You know, I just got my music publishing up and everything like that. So I'm really, really taking it serious now. And you know, I got a lot more music on the way. I work with with people like got a song with like G3. I got a song with
I know you got a Nico Sweet one.
Nico Sweet.
We've been spinning that broke.
Oh, and I appreciate it. I got a song with Nico Sweet, and she's amazing. She's like honestly one of my favorite lyricists out there. I was gonna see my favorite lyricist until I remember Intellect, and they both up there for me. Like Intellect, you know what I'm saying, and we work together too.
I'm gonna put you on the spot right now, just because you said that in a battle. Who wins, Intellect or Nico Sweet?
In a battle.
In a battle.
If I'm judging it, oof. Cause like, oh man, all right. So we talking about like, man, that's a hard one. So this is like, cause you already know I used to battle rap too now.
Oh yeah.
And so like, yeah, man, I used to battle rap. I didn't spar with some of the best of them, man. What's his name? I sparred a couple of them actually. Fred Ease, I had battled with him a couple of times. I think it was called Enter the Dungeon.
Okay.
Called Annex. Had his own little battle league. That's what I was running. Right. Yeah, me and my homeboy Skillet, and we was running that. So if I just hold it, just
that's crazy, Doug. That's crazy. I probably met you before I even remember meeting you, Doug.
You probably did. You probably did. Singing. I was just holding the wall up somewhere.
For real, I've known Skillet for at least 10 now, probably.
Capping.
No bull. Yeah, it's been a minute because I met him through all that shit, all that Annex shit.
Me and Skillet got work together.
Yeah, that's wild.
Got a whole mixtape together. We got a whole song we did with Cassie and everything. But yeah, but back to what you was talking about with like it's. I know that from your cipher that we had. Mm-hmm. with the females and the boys, just off of the fact that Nico Sweet has the stage presence, just to make anything sound just completely profound. You know what I'm saying? Anything like just to make the crowd just go crazy. You know what I'm saying? I just feel just off of that, she would win. But who would have my heart though? Like, you know what I'm saying? Who I'd be like, you know what I'm saying? It would be Intellect, because I just know it will be just bars after bars after bars with intricate flows and stuff like that. And I'm not saying like, you know what I'm saying, with Nico Sweet, it's going to be all theatrics, but I know when it comes down to this battling, that is part of it. You know what I'm saying? That is.
That's huge. You're right.
Yeah. So I'll give it to Nico Sweet just off the fact that she know how to control the room.
That's what's up. I appreciate you answering the question, man. This is going to be a fun little conversation right here. The impromptu. A lot of people be afraid to answer. They don't want to hurt nobody's feelings and shit, man.
Oh, no.
You know what it is. There's plenty of talent out here, and those are two of the dopest, like male or female, for real. Like Intellect, yo, we spin her. Yeah. I got her autograph album right here.
Me,
you can't see it right there.
I got it too. Yep. I got it too. I had a copy. I had to. Yes, sir. I had to. Dude.
So let's talk about battle rap though, because I didn't even know that about you, and that's one thing that I cannot do. Like, that's one thing I will not step in the ring and do. I'm not that thick-skinned when it comes to some shit. Like, they'll start talking about wifey or start talking about baby girl, and we're going to be out there fighting and shit. So how did you transition from doing that into being like what you are now? Like, were you still making beats back then too, or what?
I was still making beats, man. I was still making beats before I was doing the battling, man. What actually got me into it was Skillet.
Okay.
I was watching Skillet do his thing. I remember he destroyed this one dude. I forgot who it was. That is when, writing my own stuff, and then I was supposed to battle this dude named Ken the Rapper. But then like something had fell through, you know what I'm saying? And then like it kind of fired me up because like I was already, you know what I'm saying? I already had 3 rounds written. You know what I mean? And my third round was gonna be hard. You know what I'm saying? I was like, what? I'm flipping names and stuff. You feel me? And then, it fell through. And, and then I think I wound up battling Deuce. And then I battled Fred Ease. And after that, I just like, I don't know, you kind of have to be, hungry for it, man. Like, for real.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you kind of have to, like you said, you kind of have to be thick skinned. You also have to, what's the like? You kind of have to ignore your own criticism.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Get out your own head.
Like get out your own head. You can't think.
Yeah.
You can't think too much on stuff. Like you know what I'm saying? Because it really would put you in a mode where like, yo, if he says one, yo, hey, if he says this, if he says that. Because I remember one time I heard a punchline, and it was so personal. I'm not looking at him crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at my homeboys. Like, bro, how you know about? You know what I'm saying? Like, how you know about this? You know, he's like, who told him? Like, you feel me?
Right.
And it was like at that moment, I'm like, yo, you know, I don't think I'm not hungry. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I'm not hungry. Let me go ahead because I'm about building bridges, not you know what I'm saying, not trying to burn them off the clean. Heady punchline. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
Right. Because if I'm gonna go there, I'm gonna go all the way there. Like I'm going for the jugular. Just like I don't want to be that type of dude, and I can't take that back. Like I'm gonna be, you know, you come at me like that. Like I said, like grown ass Tone over here fighting like a little kid and shit. I can't do it, man.
That dude, Deuce hit me hard on one of the punchlines, and I don't think anybody else felt it, which I loved. I was like, man, that was a personal, and I only felt that, so no one else knows what you talk about. But the one that had got me was Fred Eves. Fred Eves was on my head like every round, and it wasn't even like on personal stuff. He was just like riding, like it was pretty. He was pretty dope. It was definitely a learning experience because he was good at controlling. And actually, that's what influenced my answer. Actually, he was good at controlling the crowd.
Uh-huh.
So I was just trying to outbar him. He was sitting there, yo, I'm gonna talk to you, and I'm gonna talk to the crowd, and I'm gonna get the crowd involved. I'm gonna make the crowd hate you. You feel me? I was like, that's a good different
good strategy, right? Sometimes you gotta think outside the box with it, right?
Angles for sure.
That's crazy, man. Shout out Fred Eves too, man. That dude's vicious with it, man.
He's vicious every time. Every time.
Deuce too, man. Like you naming some heavy hitters, yo.
Deuce, man, yeah. For real. He slept on. I feel like in the whole like industry, he really represented Tampa. And he was talking about quitting, man. Like if he hears this, man, I think he should keep going. Just you know.
I'll make sure he hears this. I'll make sure I tag him in this shit, man.
Like, he should definitely keep going, man. He be killing it.
I don't know if he slept on, but because everybody I know knows him, but everybody I know knows him, so you know I can't. I really don't know.
The only reason why I feel like he slept on is because the reason why he said he wanted to quit. I mean, I'm just so I don't know the reason why he is quitting, but I feel like he's just probably not getting the recognition he needs.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Have you ever felt like you want to quit making music?
Yeah, but I just, you know what I'm saying? I kind of, there's an intrinsic value to all this, man. Like I kind of, like I'll do it even if I didn't release music, I'll probably still be making beats. You feel me? I'll probably still be writing raps and never performing it to people. You feel me? Like real talk. Like I feel like I'm like stuck on this. Like this is kind of an addiction, like more or less. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope as fuck, man. When did you even get started? So I'm guessing you started writing and then you probably got into producing after that.
Hell no. I was scared to rap. So, cause like my cousins know how to rap. Like, and my cousins like, cause like when I was coming up, when I was like when I was like 11, 12, my cousin Donnie, like he would be able to freestyle like from Tampa to Fort Lauderdale, the whole road trip. He'd be able to freestyle, boom, 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 and you know talk about real life stuff, like talking about that. I couldn't do that, but so I'll be there. I got you on the beat, you feel me? I got you, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'll beatbox on, you know. And I remember one time I embarrassed the hell out of myself, bro. I had my cousin told me to go ahead and try and rap. And I remember I freestyle. But what it was, I took a rap from a Taco Bell commercial.
Oh.
And it was like, oh, that's what's up. You stole it. You know what I'm saying? Quiet the whole road trip, bro. You know what I'm saying? It really, you know what I'm saying? It really put me on, like, let me just get in where I fit in. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm good on these beats. And then, you know, that's where it started. And then eventually I had a story, you feel me? And I like poetry. So I just like writing it down and not showing anybody. You know what I'm saying? But the rapping came late.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't want to be a
So
rapper.
what happened? Like how did that even come about? Matter of fact, before you even answer that, let me tell you a little bit about myself because you kind of remind me about myself right now. So I remember I was probably like 11 years old when I started writing poetry. So I'm writing poetry, not really showing anybody anything, whatever. I get to college and I end up taking a poetry class, and everything I thought I was doing was just like low tier type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like entry level type shit. So it's like it had me thinking completely different that class because like it had me, make a pair of glasses a real type shit, like a person, and analyze it like that and stuff like that. So it kind of opened up my eyes when it came to that. And then I started doing college radio. I was a DJ, or not really a DJ, but I was a host on a couple shows there. And then just meeting everybody in the music game. That's when I started rapping after that. So it was just like it progressed naturally and organically, just like you're talking about. But what was it that made you go ahead and jump into the rapping scene though?
It was the end, I think, of high school. I was like fucking with my homeboy, just like was basically like my big brother at the time, Wade Collins. And his name is Bunchy Collins now. He's another artist. And we had made this it was like some bullshit group that we had in this college reach out program, LEP, called League of Extraordinary Players. It was like the dumbest shit ever, I promise you. And like, so we had like a whole, like, this is crazy. We had like a whole, you know what I'm saying, like a floor at USF, and it was just nothing but dudes. One guy was a producer. He had Fruity Loops, and everybody had a verse. I wrote one down. Somebody told me it was good. And then I was like, oh, word, that's all I need. Let me go ahead and keep it going. But then I started I started getting really into, like, when I don't really like dabbling and stuff. I started becoming like a geek for it. Like I get really into it. So I started liking, like, what's his name? Geechee Suede from Cooley High.
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like how they used big words. Like it was like this one song I called I think it's Black Connection. He said, I ski in Switzerland, down in Morocco, gambling, handling the beat. I fuck my crooks back in the BXX, collect wine, Italian design. I was like writing this stuff down. Like how do you make those rhyme schemes work? You feel me? Like
cadence, man. Yeah, cadence. Right.
So it blew me. And another dude, what was his name? AZ. When I heard "Life's a Bitch," visualizing the realism of life and actuality. Fuck who's the baddest, a person status, and I was like, bro, like I got to get on that shit.
That's like the song that made me fall in love with like Nas right there, bro. Like that's the song that made me a Nas fan right there, because I came onto Illmatic after the fact. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. That's it. Still jams right now, yo.
What? Man, AZ honestly is one of my top 5 because like I tried to emulate him so much, like as an early, you know what I'm saying? When I was just like fucking with it, I was just trying to like get that cadence right, get there, and yeah, man, I'm heavily influenced. I'm pretty sure to this day with them too. Like I try to just keep that whole big words, like syllabic flow type thing going on, but try and make it seem easy. Right. You feel me? Try and make it seem easy, and then another dude, of course, that really put me on it was my cousin I was telling you about, Donnie. He's more so on the back end of it. He writes songs for a lot of rappers you probably heard about in Tampa. And he's just like more in tune to the game of it, like, you know what I'm saying, what's going to sell, like the sounds. He'll tell me if it's trash. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna check in with him more than likely before anything gets released to make sure, you know what I'm saying, because he was the one that really like showed me, like, if you think about it, you can actually just rap it. You feel me? Like everything he rapped was what was going on in front of him, and like him doing that in front of me, I'm taking notes. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm visually, I'm recording,
analyzing.
I gotta like that. I gotta get like that. That's the standard. You feel me?
That's the whole thing about it, man. Like you said, each one teach one. Those who know, you know, show. That's what it's all about, man. And that ghost riding money, man, that's the easy money right there. Honestly, a lot of people overlook that money. Like that's that quiet money that keeps stacking.
And it gets them so many connections too.
Yeah.
Like you sit with everybody.
And you don't even have to be out in the forefront, man. A lot of people need to think about that because honestly, I mean, a lot of people have some talent, but they just don't have, that it factor. You know what I'm saying? So
That's true.
you got to humble yourself and try to get this money at the same time, man. Like a lot of people want to be that dude instead of just being that dude in the background.
That's so true.
And you can be getting that money, man. Like,
you know what? My cousin Donnie, what he told me, like, schooling me to the game. He was like, "Bro, do you think 50 Cent's the best rapper in G Unit?" And I was like, "Nah, I think Lloyd Banks is." And then why is he the front man? You know what I'm saying? Like there's positions. You know what I mean? There's like because his story is more sellable. What blew my mind, I found out that Lloyd Banks got shot too. Why wasn't that a marketable? Why wasn't it? You know what I'm saying? Why wasn't he using that as a marketable story?
It already been done.
It's already been done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's stacking. Like he played his role, and I'm pretty sure he got a little cult following. I mean, I'm still waiting on something that Lloyd Banks put out.
I've never really been a big Banks fan. I'm like one of the outliers when it comes to that. But most hip hop heads I know love Lloyd Banks, and I do give him props because he does be spitting. But I don't know. I just never really. I don't know. I'll give him his props, but he just. Nah. I actually fuck with Young Buck over all of them. Like me being country, I'm from the Midwest, man. Young Buck was the one I related to the most, and then of course Game. Yeah.
Casual.
Yeah,
Actually,
but Game just be dropping too many names in his rhymes and shit, man. Like
I don't know. I liked Game when he first came out. I'm not gonna lie to you. I hated the Love It Now and the Dogs on Top. Like I love that album. Oh yeah.
Jesus Piece was my shit too, man. Jesus Piece rant. That shit right.
Like I like the production in that one. Definitely. Yeah, he was name dropping a lot.
That's all he does, man. He's made a whole career of it.
Like he was just name dropping a bunch of video vixens.
He's made an entire career out of it, yo. Like I promise you. There has to be something on YouTube about it. I promise you, man. They'll probably show you they'll probably just have the counter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like all that shit, man.
I mean, what you call it did it too. 50 Cent. I mean, I guess he make a career out of it, quote unquote. But I remember one song he had a whole song talking about who he's gonna rob. And
that was like his first song. That was the first song they got him on, at least.
Yeah, that's right.
Because that was on one of them soundtracks. I can't remember which one, but I remember that was the one that's like, oh, who's that guy? And they was like, and that was it.
Yeah. He went on he got on Jay-Z head. That thing got everybody. That song.
What do you think about 50 now, man? Like now that he's kind of expanded and not kind of, but now that he's branched out and, opened up different niches.
I think he's a huge inspiration. I would never borrow money from him, but I think he's a huge, huge inspiration because I just know I feel like when it comes down to just everybody, they feel like they know where he came from. He didn't really have much opportunity. Mm-hmm. And I feel like he turned out, if not, I think this is the best outcome for him. So I can't help but feel, hey, get your money, black man. You know what I'm saying? As long as it's my money.
Yeah, you damn sure ain't borrowing no money from him. He'll let everybody know about that shit, man.
Hell no. I was like, if anything, do not borrow money from 50 Cent.
It's crazy to see the evolution from him, though, man. Watching all these Power series and shit, I'm just like, damn, this is all 50.
All 50.
Whether you like it or not, he's getting all the stars money. Stars owes 50 right now, for real. Stars owes everything to them. He gave them relevancy.
And he's really good at the social media presence too. He's pretty good at marketing.
He's a marketing beast.
It's insane how he does, and it's effortless. He can turn everybody. He's still on
Ja Rule,
head.
Ja Rule, though. All of them.
And it's still the same energy, and it's
Pierre Marie. He nah, you still owe me money.
It is entertaining, and I'm pretty sure he's making money off of it, off of just trolling, making people's lives hard. You know what I'm saying? And it's just man, I still root for him. I got to root for the bad guy in this one. He's did it. He's who he wanted to be.
Ooh, I got a good question for you, man. So, you're familiar with the versus challenges, I'm sure, right?
Yes, I am.
Who would you put up against G Unit?
Trying to think what was popping at the time when it comes down to rap groups.
Hmm.
In middle school, I remember you had 50 Cent. I remember I was just a Massacre. Trying to think who else? Because like I'm not gonna put Outkast there because Outkast was I feel like Outkast is more of like a '90s up
Definitely.
until now. Trying to think of rap groups. I can't. Yeah, it won't be a tribe. It won't be hieroglyphics. It would be, and this is it's kind of a. I think this is a little bit of a fucked up comparison, but because I can't really think of anybody. I don't think this is a good. Actually, I don't even think this is a good answer. Ray Shrimmer versus G Unit.
Hell no.
Bro, like what rap groups was, you know what I mean? I'm trying to think because like really they kind of had a chokehold on that.
Hmm.
Like I'm not gonna say the event like obvious like G Unit versus
Murder Inc.
yeah Murder Inc. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
it wasn't like that. They had what I'm saying they had like arm like what Lloyd versus Lloyd. You know what I'm saying? They don't nah. You feel me? That don't even make any sense. Like I'm trying to think like dude. Now that's a hard one, man. It would have to be like rapper for rapper, bro. Like
Yeah.
you have to give me something else on that one.
I've actually never
Yeah,
thought of that question before, so I don't have an answer for that one either, man. Like I
yeah,
would
because
probably,
like G Unit,
honestly, I think like Dipset probably would have been the best matchup for them. Better
Dipset,
than Locks, because the Locks that was an unfair matchup, like all the way. Like
real shit. I would have thought Locks versus G Unit would probably been a better you know what I'm saying matchup.
that's probably mostly '50s singles and shit. What about Slaughterhouse versus G Unit?
Nah, they wouldn't.
Individually,
Oh, you know what? Oh man, see, but Swisher House versus G Unit would probably be a good one.
that's completely different styles. That would be interesting. That'd be
You know what I'm
interesting.
saying? If we talking about, you know what I'm saying, there's a whole,
Cause you're gonna see the South
everything
and the
down there.
North. Yeah, that'd be interesting. I don't know. That is gonna take some thought. The one we've been calling for the longest is Mary J versus Mariah, and then I
Oh,
want to see
yes,
Outkast
Lord.
versus a Tribe. But I think that
Yeah.
would just be off the chain right there too.
Yeah,
So
I've always wanted to see that. I've always wanted to see that. Yeah, when it comes to, Tribe Called Quest completely, I mean, speaking of Tribe Called Quest, they completely influenced my production.
yeah,
Like, completely, bro.
I
Completely.
came onto them late too, man. Growing up in Kansas, we didn't really have too many outlets. I graduated high school in 2000. I'm 40 years old. I don't mind saying that shit. I don't give a fuck. But I'm 40
Yeah,
years
I'm
old.
34, man. I ain't far from you,
You
shit.
know what I'm saying? So like I started catching on to hip hop like probably like around like 92, 93. That's when
Uh,
everything started coming through like that. So anything before then I wasn't really checking like that. So I've actually gone back and listened to I still listen to Tribe like to this day.
oh,
Like
yeah.
I probably listen to Tribe like once every other week, like for real. And just
Yeah,
be
Tribe.
like just jamming, man. Like it's so good. You know what I'm saying? It's just good music, timeless music. It still has replay value.
Yeah, and it always puts you back there, too. You feel me? Like, I always feel like,
Yeah,
I can always think of where I was at when I heard the song, or, you feel me?
right.
Yeah. Like, that song Stressed Out, by, but that puts me
I had
right back in
just
high
moved
school.
to Kansas City when that shit came out, man. With them and Faith Evans, I had the single, I
Yes.
had the tape single with that shit,
What?
dog. Yeah,
I feel like that song was for me, man. I was like, man, I really like it.
yeah. That was that jam, man. I'm gonna have to listen to that when I'm done with you here. For real. That's that jam. Who else?
Yeah.
Actually, when it comes to producing, I mean, you already said that Tribe influenced it a lot, but who else influenced your production?
First, first influence, Ninth Wonder. When I heard Little Brother in high
Good to
school.
hear. Good to hear.
I heard the Minstrel Show,
Mm-hmm.
and actually I heard the song first, "Loving It" by
Mm-hmm.
them, and I was like, how is this song playing on the radio? You know what I'm saying? Like, well, this just blows my mind. This sounds like a sample. Like, it sounds like somebody, like, like had a soul record, sampled the record and put a, what I'm saying, a dope ass beat on it. Like, man, that's
Mm-hmm.
cool as hell. How were they able to do that and put that on the radio and make a song to that? And so I started looking more into it. And my homeboy Wade, who actually put me on the beat making and stuff like that, told me, like, bro, dude's named Ninth Wonder. And guess what, bro? He uses Fruity Loops. And I
Yep.
was like, bro, we got Fruity Loops at the crib right now. What are you talk? How is he able to, like? And then me and him linked up. He was able to, like, you know what I'm saying? He was able to kind of like do exactly what we were trying to do, like chopping records. We first was just like ripping them off of I think it was off of like YouTube or something. We would just get something random off of YouTube and stuff like that because we didn't really have any record players. And we would use two different, man, we had some Frankenstein thing going on. He was better with the computers at the time, and he made that thing work when it comes down to us like trying to sample, because we use like two different softwares, and then we tried to sync the two softwares up and made the beat on one drum beat on one software and had the sample on one software, so recorded that and then put that on one. And like one beat took us all day to make, bro. Like, I promise
Yeah.
you. The beat was trash. But like, it was just the fact that, Ninth Wonder was making songs that I wanted to make, and I could.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh man, like I got this. Like, I just gotta learn more. And ever since then, I've been in Fruity Loops. Like, I've been in. Like, I haven't really ever left Fruity Loops outside of like little samplers and stuff like that. But yeah, Ninth Wonder was immediately made me want to do it. But then I found out about Jay Dilla, and Jay Dilla made me really like fall in love with it. Like, Ninth Wonder inspired me, of course, to do it. Jay Dilla made me realize like this is something you could really fall in love with. Like, this is something like if you were like really passionate about this sampling stuff, you can do something beautiful. Like,
Right.
Donuts like changed my life. Like, and I was like, man, I really got to go into sampling stuff. And then I started like getting more into like digging for records, and that's just more of what I'm saying, a thing that I just love doing. Like, I like just going to different cities and just like looking for records and stuff like that. And I'm realizing like Jay Dilla did as well. And Jay Dilla also had this one dude named Madlib. And then when I started looking more into Madlib, I'm like, oh man, Madlib is ridiculous with his sampling. He's like more intricate. Like, he takes something that's like, regular, and he turns it to something completely different and then just like puts it out. Like, I just started falling down a rabbit hole, and I'm like, okay, who is this? Black Milk now. You know what I'm saying? Who is this? Twami. This dude Twami from Virginia. Knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And then like even it's like local. You know what I'm saying? Before I knew it, like I'm realized I'm surrounded by the beats. You know what I'm saying? By the producers and the beats that I want to make, and I just did exactly that.
It's crazy, man. That's I love hearing stories like that, man. Like, for real, I love hearing how somebody's just inspired and they just go for it. You know what
Bro,
I'm saying? Like,
it
and
was,
then you get rewarded because of it too. Like, that's the thing.
yeah, man.
People need to hear those type of stories, man, and stop being hesitant to go after shit, because life is not guaranteed. And if like I said, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, man. You got to take advantage of
Facts.
opportunities, because you can get past. Time is everything, bro.
Facts.
For real, you can get past, and your window can close and all that shit, bro.
And speaking of that, man, you said the window can close and everything, man. How you feel about, like, 'cause I be talking to a lot of people about like the rap industry and everything, and like that window, man. You think it's like do you think this is a young man's game?
It used to be.
Me too. That's what I thought too.
I don't think it is anymore, but at the same time, the reason I don't think it is anymore is because you can go online and find whatever it is that you're trying to hear, like whatever genre you want to hear. But you got to make sure you have a fan base that's going to support you, or else you need to make sure you get out there to that niche, that you're in that lane that you're in. You want to appeal to those listeners and get them on your bandwagon. You look at Jay-Z. Jay-Z's still doing his thing. He's still up there. He tries
Uh-oh.
Recently, Nas has done dropped 3 albums, like in the last 2 years or so.
Oh yeah,
So,
and
he's still
old.
winning Grammys.
Yeah.
He's relevant to this day. He's still at the top of his game, and he's like almost 50 right now. You know what I'm
Eminem, I
saying?
think it is 50.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think that, like, I share the same sentiment. Like, when it comes down to a lot of these things, I feel like it should specifically now be an older person's game, because like you can do it whenever you want to. Like, you don't have to be, you know what I'm saying, specifically a young kid. Like, yo, man, like, go get your money first. You know what I'm saying? Go get that and the third. Find out the back end of it. You feel me? And then jump into it. 'Cause a lot of people don't really know the business, and they think a record deal is, you know what I'm saying, the end all. And I'm starting to see people would rather be independent than they would, than they want to be, with a record label. So that means you have to understand the business aspect of it. That's
And
gonna
that's
take
the thing
time.
about music too, man. Like, music is full of sharks. The industry is
Right.
full of sharks, and if you don't know the business, they're gonna eat off of you, and
I-
all you are is just a plate of food, just
You-
moving around.
man.
Like, that's it, man.
Thank you.
Now,
And
thank you for
just-
talking about the business, because that's the main thing I like to hit on too. Like, people don't understand. Like, you can get paid to rock open mics if you got your business right.
Oh my gosh, Angel Soto from Benton Records almost made me quit, bro.
He's like, damn.
He sat me down, schooled me to the game. Of course, it was a free game. You know what I'm saying? If I had to, like, break him up. But he had told me, like, upon a lot of other things about, like, you know what I'm saying, whatever. I followed to a T. That's the reason why I have an LLC in my publishing now, because I spoke to him. And he just told me, like, a lot of things that just made me realize, like, man, I don't think I'm not as serious as I thought I was.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I do actually have to invest in this. I do have to kind of take risks. You know what I'm saying? If I believe if I want to do this, then I might as well take risk on, like, and turn it into an LLC, and, like, investing in those software so I can get my expenses versus my, versus my, sales and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I just got done doing my taxes for the first year, man. I was stressful as hell. I almost cussed the lady out of HR. Well, man, it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like that back end stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? You already know what I'm saying, man.
Yeah, I do. Yes, I do. I understand everything you're saying right now,
You already
Doug.
know what I'm saying. Like, he put me on that, and, like, when I'm hearing all these steps and I'm hearing all this money I gotta, like, invest, I now realize ain't that much.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to, like, if I'm really serious about this, and if I'm gonna be doing this for the rest of my life, that little bit of money I'm gonna spend that year is worth that investment.
And a lot of people need to look at things like that. They'll sit up here and try to negotiate prices as if the value hasn't already been established.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm going to come to you to produce something for me, as if you came to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm coming to you because I've seen your work and your work is dope, and I want you to help me out. But hey, can we, can I cut the price a little bit, man? Like, nah, bro. Like, no, the value is already there, man. Like,
the value is there.
are you going to invest in yourself? And if you do, then how are you going to get your money back? Because if you invest in yourself, but you ain't trying to get your money back, then you bullshitting. You're not really investing in yourself. It's just a hobby. You know what I'm saying? It's not a career. And if
Just
you're in the
a
music
hobby.
industry, if you're in the music business, if you're a music artist, you want to have a music career, you got to approach that shit like a career, man. Like, all the way.
And I'm glad you said that, because that's exactly what Angel Soda made me feel like. It's like, man, I haven't really been doing this for real.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And what it really was, I was kind of scared of it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, when he told me that, it took me like 5 years to do this. That was 5 years ago, almost. You know what I mean? Like, it was a game I needed. You know what I'm saying? It was a game I could afford, and it was something I finally cashed in on. So, you know what I mean? Like, huge shout outs to him. I think he actually has a distribution company out right now too. That's online. So huge shout out to him.
Yeah, man. I rock with them heavily, man. Shout out to the Sotos all the way around Benton.
For real.
They doing big things for Tampa, man, and that's what we need
Big
more
things.
of. You know what I'm
Big
saying?
things.
There's so much talent out here. It's just like, we're trying to play our role with the music, FM radio and all that shit, and then with the podcast.
Yes.
But there's other roles that need to be played in order to get people where they need to get to. And I feel like there's no direction in the Tampa Bay music industry, like, because there's not really any labels out here or anybody that's really on that's trying to reach out and show you what to do? Or,
I think that. Yeah, and that's why I really think Angel, like, of course, the Sotos are like, yeah, like you said, are the blessing for that, are the kind of the supply for that demand, because they will, they will sit you down, they will let you know how to get it. Like he told me something for real, like you don't need to be famous to make money off your music. Like you can live off your music and be straight. Like you put me on placements, you know what I mean? You put me on stuff like that. I'm just like, dang, I didn't think about that. I'm looking for a record label. Why don't I try and get on the video game?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why not try to get, like, you know what I'm saying?
I want to get my music in Old Navy or some shit.
You feel me? And just sit, like, and still be able to walk in Old Navy without, somebody trying to make a viral video of them, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly. That low key money, man. That's what I'm talking about.
Man, and I'm
the older you get, man, if you can get quiet money, that shit is appealing as fuck. Like, I would love to be making money without having to be out there performing and traveling and all that shit, man. Let me get my money and go chill with the family. We be out in DR or some shit.
Dude.
For real, man. But this is the Ways of the Bay podcast, episode 13. I'm speaking with Knux over here. All of this is not even questions I had planned to ask you. We just up here vibing. And we just having a good time, man, talking with the homie. I want to go ahead and talk about this beat battle that you got going on.
Yes,
so let's start it like this, man. I've done plenty of events in my time. I know you've done plenty of events in your time. What's different about this event coming out of COVID?
Coming out of COVID,
or if we're out of COVID, however you want to look at it.
It's specifically producer focused. What I'm trying to do is more just producer focused events. I feel like a lot of places, like I feel like a lot of places in Florida have, I guess, a reputation. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Jacksonville does have a lot of rappers over there.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, in Miami, a lot of people go to Miami because that's where the buzz is. Like, in a way, I feel like Tampa, even in Orlando, sometimes, like, can get, just pass by. Like, we get like shows that happen on Wednesday, so they can make it to the show that they need to be on Friday in Miami. You feel me? Like, it's weird like that in Tampa. Like, they just really just like. And I feel like when it comes down to it, like, we have so many producers, not just only in Tampa, but just in the central, like, Florida area, that can just, honestly, in the Florida area, I was over here in Port St. Lucie, and I met a director that made beats. So it's just like, just in the Florida area, if we can just turn that into like a hub to where people can just come here for production, that would be dope. I remember watching I forgot what thing it was on Netflix, but Switzerland had like a chokehold on a production on like 90s like pop.
I know what you're talking about. I can't think of the name of it, but I know what you're talking about.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. Bro, I would love for Tampa to be the hub for producers. If you want some some dope production, yeah, you gotta come to Tampa. You gotta see what's up with these events. You gotta come to, like, one of these showcases.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta see what's up. You gotta bump shoulders with some of these people. Because this is what's happening here in Tampa. And I feel like right now Tampa's going through like a little transition. Like, I'm seeing a lot of money get thrown around here. Like, so, and I'm seeing a lot of different license plates. So whenever I see that, I'm like, okay, so we get more tourism, get more people. So like, yeah, like let's make this stuff like this stop for production. If you're gonna pass by here to go to Miami, all right, then to get some beats on your way here, on your way to Miami, then, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're going over there for that, if you already got your rapper in Jacksonville, come to Tampa if you want, a production for that Jacksonville rap, or, or production for, or if you just want some just Florida production, you feel me? Like, I would love to make this Tampa that hub, if anything, because there's just so many, like, I think Phoenix, Simon Phoenix, you know Simon Phoenix?
I do.
Yeah, he had an event too that was an amazing turnout. And it was nothing but just dope producers. I was like, man, I didn't know we had so many of these, like, for these producers. Like, we had, like, Vinny the Beat Dealer. Was another, Jay Wiz. Brixton Bang. I don't know if Delapo performed, but I know it was a couple other producers I was out there, man, just representing, bro. And I'm just like, and it's all in this area? Just this area? Man, what? Are you kidding me?
I'm a huge advocate of y'all, man. Like for real. Like I haven't rapped in a long time, but I tell people all the time. Our most successful events have been producer events, honestly. And those have been the
Bro.
most fun events too, because the energy is just different. Like we just all up there making the stank face, just having a good time, vibing out. And
You know who
doing
does it
what
too,
we do.
man? You know who does it too? Because I don't want to forget this, man. Another dude that I do got to commend is Hometown Hero. He has a Tampa Beat weekend, and I remember he
Beats
was
and
able to get.
chill.
Yeah, the Beats and Chill. Yeah, and he was able to get like some heavy hitters to come to Tampa. And I was like, that's big, bro. I don't know what kind of connections you got to do that, but that's big because you did that for Tampa. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
You made somebody all the way from California be like, hey, you need to come over here, you know what I'm saying, see what the scene like and everything like that. And I was like, man, if he's honestly he's another inspiration to do events as well as you are, of course.
I
But
appreciate
yeah,
it.
like, oh yeah. Are you kidding me? Yeah, because like every event I go to, man, I always meet somebody I want to like do business with, man. Like every time. Like,
And that's all.
It's always the
I
best
love to
feeling.
hear the story after my events. You know what I'm saying? So with that in mind, I know you met Delapo at one of my events, man.
Oh,
Tell me
yes.
about how you and Delapo have kind of like built since that moment. What was it that drew y'all together?
Well, first, when I met him at the beat battle, and I got first rounded, and I was pissed off. I had
Y'all producers be mad than a motherfucker, man. Me and
Right,
Space should be
bro.
laughing.
bro. This is
Y'all
my
emotional
life,
than a
bro.
bitch.
This keyboard, man. This is connected to my heart. This is my blood, sweat, and tears in this Fruity Loops. Nah, but and you know, so of course I was in my feelings a little bit, but then I was like front row for his round, and then so I'm sitting here like kind of like listening, like a little mad, and I'm noticing these little transitions and these little like mixing things. I'm like, that sounds familiar, because a person that uses Fruity Loops can kind of hear when somebody else is using Fruity, they're saying like, you know what I'm saying, PAW. So I'm just sitting there chilling, I'm just over analyzing it, and I'm just like, damn, this is hard as hell. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is it's pretty dope, you know what I mean? So he gets off, and then I kind of tap him, you know what I'm saying? Hey, was that Gross Beat? Gross Beat's one of the plugins that makes like, you know what I'm saying, all the little transitions. He's like, yeah, it was Gross Beat. Like, I knew it. He's like, yeah, but I use Fruity Loops. I was like, bro, I'm gonna tell you this right now, and I'm like straight up, you're gonna win this battle. Just letting you know. You're winning this battle. I promise you. And of course, you know what I'm saying, that was history. He definitely won the battle. And then
Our very first beat battle on top of that, man.
But yeah, then after that he hit me up talking about like, yo, man, your beats are dope, you know what I'm saying? Like he had hit me up on my SoundCloud. And then so he was like, you should definitely make a beat tape. And I ain't finna capture you. I kinda like, okay, so yeah, we should definitely make a beat tape. Let's go ahead and get this going on. He was like, I'm sorry, what? Like I was talking about
Right.
I was like, nah, like if it's a great idea, we should definitely do this, you know what I'm saying? And you know, he obliged, and it was honestly one of my favorite projects to work on. I ain't finna capture you because like he's like, I'm not a geek to Fruity Loops. He's a geek on Fruity Loops. Like he knows everything, the ins and outs. Like he knows how to like he knows the Bible on Fruity Loops. And
So you learned some things.
What?
Yeah.
I peeped some things about like how to like like just ducking, like just certain dynamics when it comes down to how I can get the sounds I wanted out of my Fruity Loops. And like my production's completely like leveled up since I've worked with him on that project. It's called Knux. And we actually had Jay Wiz, another dude I had met, you know what I'm saying? Jay Wiz had helped us out with that. We actually recorded a lot of his stuff at his studio, so yeah, man.
I love hearing those stories, man. Like honestly, because I don't really think much about it until after the fact. You know, like Haifa, I'll be talking to Haifa. Haifa will be like, yeah, I linked up with such and such. We did music, such and such. Man, I met him at your event. Thanks, Tone. I'm like, damn, like that's what's up. You know, and like
we need these, man.
Yeah, and that's part of the problem, man. It's like I understand. Like people keep asking me, like, "Yo, when you gonna get back to it?" And it's like, I don't know, man. Because the whole thing about it for me, like, and you know this, from throwing your own events. There's a lot of shit that goes on in the background, like behind the scenes shit. A lot of people that don't have anything to do with the event take that shit all the way for granted. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
it's like I don't know if I really even feel like doing all that shit. Like.
Yeah, you're right. Because like right now, I'm just Because like right now, I'm doing this with with a couple of people, and I'm just trying to see the mistakes we can make. I ain't gonna catch you because I'm not expecting everything to go 100% correct. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I'm already seeing some of the hiccups. I'm already seeing some of this, that, and the third. So I'm really just after this event, I'm just trying to see what not to do. I ain't finna catch you. You know what I'm saying? Trying to like see the mistakes we made. You know what I'm saying? So we just don't make them again. Because honestly, what I want to like build towards is not just beat battling. I want to do like, you know what I'm saying, film showcases. I actually went to Port St. Lucie. The guy that shot my last video, Universal Mastery. He said he actually does live events as well. He's actually a film director. Music videos is actually new to him. He actually films movies and he does like live film and stuff like that. And so I wanted to see if I can get, you know what I'm saying, like at least, some solid producers that are willing, to be behind their craft to where they can live perform. We can have that on video, you know what I'm saying? We can get that exposure to not only in Tampa, but to people who are looking at Florida for music. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. I remember I did one of those a long time ago, and it's like I think I just got my GoPro. I'm sure I just got my GoPro because I got the footage of it, but the audio's terrible. But the idea of what you're talking about, easy. It's just about finding where to do it at, and then once again making sure that the quality of the footage and everything is on point. So yeah, I would love to help out with that. I'll tell you that right now.
I appreciate it, man.
I'm thinking like honestly, like when it comes to the events for producers, do you see like more organic growth out of like doing the showcases or like workshops or else doing like battles or some type of competitions?
Based on my experience currently with battles, I don't think battles is going to be the answer.
Yeah. You got a lot of producers bitching up right now?
Bro, like and you know what I think it is? Because yeah, we are sensitive. Like, you know what I'm saying? It is like, you know what I'm saying? It is that serious for us. You know what I mean? And I can understand the notion and not wanting to be like judged because like y'all don't know y'all just don't like music that I make type deal. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I can understand that. I can understand that notion. But from my perspective now, I'm realizing it's not about me winning or losing. It's about who like the interactions I make while I'm there that I represent. Like I said, I used to b-boy as well, and a huge thing in the b-boy community is like, yo, yeah, you lost, but yo, you represented when you went out there though.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So, did you go out there? You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure somebody during that battle loved your shit, even though you lost that round. Somebody's like, you know what? I'm gonna holler at him afterward.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? And that happened at mine. Somebody had like hit me on my shoulder, yo. You know what I'm saying? Yo, man, you got cheated out of that. Of course, you know what I'm saying? We both on that negative type shit, but like when I heard that, it gave me the confidence to be like, you know what? I probably would do another beat battle because you know what I'm saying? That like a nigga like that would probably be judging next time. You feel me?
Right. What I found is that a lot of y'all producers have done battles in the past and they have been unfairly judged or like the outcome was already decided or something to that effect. So a lot of producers feel like they're in a losing battle to begin, like the Rooney Rule in the NFL almost. You know what I'm saying? Like they just doing fake ass interviews and shit for jobs that are already taken. So I understand that was always like something I had to overcome. Trying to get y'all to get down on the battles. It's like, man, I don't know. Your friends ain't gonna be judging it. Like, man, I'm making other producers judge this shit. I don't want nothing to do with this.
Bro, I've been to so many different, like I used to battle in breaking, I used to battle in producing, and I used to battle in rapping, and I've heard that excuse in all three, bro.
I'm telling you.
Like, it's not, like, I promise you that's always going to be the criticism. Oh, they were going to win anyway. Oh, the crowd liked them. But I was, you know what I'm saying? Oh, see, man, like, what happened was, you know what I'm saying? Like, in this beat battle, what I'm going to be doing, I'm actually going to have all the judges, they're all going to have headphones on. You know what I mean? All of them I don't want any excuses when it comes out to these producers saying like, man, but if they had better, no, they had headphones on. You know what I mean? But we're going to have the speakers out there too. But they had headphones on. So nothing's wrong with our sound system. Like this is y'all mix. If y'all heard it on y'all headphones, this is how it hears. That's
a great idea. That's a great idea right there. Because you never know what the sound system's going to be at wherever you're at, So that's a great idea.
That's true. And that's what's like, so yeah, let's go and just like eliminate that. I don't want any excuses. We're going to be doing 1 minute rounds, you feel me? Just so we can, so people can show the transitions. I feel like a lot of people like to do the build up to the beat. You know what I mean? First I had it 30 seconds, and a couple people like, push back on that. They were saying like, what's that, a loop? You know what I mean? Nah, I want, an intro. I want, people are going to be making some narratives when it comes out to the beat composition. So,
Well, there's a different way you have to attack a beat battle versus just making beats, Like if you're in a battle, you have like LaFar shit, it was 90 seconds and, we judging off this and that. So, don't waste all that time on that long ass intro when people are trying to hear some shit. And beat battles, that don't work. Beat battles, they want to hear transitions. That's what, and change ups. That's all they want to hear.
I really had to learn that. I really hadn't learned that. Actually, rest in peace, Ken Osabi actually had told me that, man. He had, because I think he's one of the judge.
Yeah.
The judge one of them. He hit me up. He was like, bro, you need more transitions and more aggression because you're chill. And that's not, like, you don't battle with chill. Like, that's not what we're here for. We need to hear something that's going to make us, like, it's going to grab our attention. You know what I'm saying? Not make us want to, like, lay back, you know what I'm saying? Spark up something. And
right.
then, at the time, I for the caption, at the time, I didn't want to hear that shit.
Yeah, I know it.
But it was.
But you heard it though. But you heard it later. It sunk in later, like that.
I heard it. Like when I, you know what I'm saying. When I thought about it, I was like, that's true. Like, you know what I'm saying. When I'm making beats to battle to, I'm not making beats for me. You know what I'm saying. I have to be kind of in tune to, you know what I'm saying, what's going to grab the crowd rather than what's going to grab just my attention. You feel me?
Same with DJing. Yeah. It's not about how you're feeling. It's about how you got the crowd feeling. If they're in the mood for some reggae shit, then you better break out your fucking reggae shit.
I don't care how you feel. You better play some reggae.
Like, get out your shit and go do what you got to do.
Real. That's real.
But nah, man, that's one of the things too. Like when it comes to judges, and I'm sure the same with you, I want to make sure I pick qualified judges that will give you some type of feedback. And what I've taken from that is a lot of people have competed, have always gained, beating somebody, whether it's, learning some aspect of production or something that they can improve on. They always take something away from it, man. So that's exactly the reason why I picked the producers I had be judges, and rest in peace, Keno, man. That nigga was on one that night though, man. We had he was in rare form that night, man. He was cutting up, man. That was the homie though, for real, man. But yeah. But I love hearing this shit though, like for real. I love hearing the connection. Because that's what we're all about, man. It's all about Tampa Bay up front. And we're trying to strengthen what we have here. So you see a gap in the production, scene, which has been there for a minute. Like there's so many producers out there. It's just like, why aren't y'all like more united?
And they're musicians too. Like Ken Osaka, like
oh my gosh,
back to him. He was an insanely talented drummer. What you call it? I got a homeboy right now, Capone. Man, he's going to bassist. He's actually going to be performing. He's dumb on the bassist. He's dumb on the piano. He's going to have his homeboy on a beat machine. I'm pretty sure he's going to go dumb on any instruments.
You already know. I can see that playing out right there.
Oh yeah, and it's actual musicians here, man. It's really dope. I think we have a harpist here in Tampa. This is a local harpist. I went to one of Mike Mass events, and there was this one lady playing the violin to one of Mike Mass's artists. I was like, man, this blows my mind. Like, I didn't know we had all this here. You feel me? Like, I didn't know this is like, I would think I had to go like outside of the state to find exactly what I see in front of me. You feel me?
Right. And that's why didn't you think that it was out there? Is it not promoted properly or what?
Why didn't I think it was out there? Because I wasn't. I don't know. I need an excuse for me not to be. I wanted to be for the guy. Like I ain't gonna hold you. I felt like the you know what I'm saying, the reason why I wasn't where I needed to be was because of my city, and it kind of gave me that excuse. You know what I'm saying? Because when it comes down to it, there's no reason for me to think that there are no musicians in Tampa. There's like a performing arts center here. There's a Strass Performing Arts Center here. You know what I mean? There's two different colleges. You know what I mean? There's like the University of Tampa and USF, and then even at I think Hillsborough Community College, they got a music program over there too. So it's just like if I looked hard enough, I can find exactly what I want. And then I found out what's his name? What's the boy name? Sam Millie, Shaq.
Beast.
Beast. getting placements too.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, another dude, huge inspiration because he's doing it from a place like where we at. You know what I'm saying? I think I think he's in Plant City. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Plant City. Yep.
Yeah, he over there in Plant City. And he, you know what I'm saying, he doing it, getting on like stuff like Reason on like, you know, Top Dog Entertainment stuff.
Yeah.
Gazoo. You feel me? Like, and he's doing it. And it's just like, if he can do it, what's my excuse, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? He's like, it's all there in front of us. You feel me?
That's funny you mentioned his name because we spin his song, Prince of the Summer as well. And now that you up here, you know, spitting and everything too, like y'all are kind of like mirror images of each other when it comes to that.
Oh man, I actually bought a couple. I got a couple of beats from him that I had wrote to. One song was "Go to Sleep" that I had actually performed on Isolated Vibes. That's on YouTube right now, man. It's doing numbers. But yeah, I definitely link with him all the time. He's a really, really dope dude. He actually, I think he DJ'd my big brother's wedding. So yeah, he's in there.
Nigga family now then, shit.
Yeah, you already know. Yeah, he in there. He locked in.
For real. Aunties be asking about him and shit. Yo, we talking with Knux, super producer, hip hop artist, b-boy, DJ, hip hop. That's who he is, man. Right here, episode 13, Waves of the Bay, the podcast. Let's talk about the b-boy status, man. How did you get involved with that?
I was when I was in Tallahassee, I used to be in a group called Collage Dance Troupe. Okay. At first, I was like doing like tuts and stuff, and, you know what I'm saying? Because at the time, you know what I'm saying, Jukin was already in Tampa, and I was already doing that stuff in Tampa. I was already, you know, what do you say, getting sturdy and everything like that. But I found out about like a hip hop club that was over there in Tallahassee. I went to Florida State, and in Tallahassee there's a group, like I said, called Collage, and there's a hip hop group as well. They were nothing but b-boys, and I was with Collage Dance Troupe, which was nothing but the female. And of course, you can see why I was in that group. And and we did like hip. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I can imagine in Tallahassee, yo.
Man. Anyways. We ain't talking about that. but yeah, man. But yeah, like in Collage Dance Troupe really opened me up to dancing, and then the battling. And then I just realized I can like hold myself up in one hand, and I was trying to emulate the stuff I was watching. This dude named Fraggle Rock, he was insanely good at like doing like inverted stuff. Like he was strong. And I was like, man, let me get in the gym. Let me get my flexibility up. I remember like I spent a whole night trying to learn the 6-step on my own. And like since then, I was just like always like about footwork, about like stuff like that. It's like mixed into my dance. Then I came back to Tampa. Now Tampa's dance scene is very serious and very competitive. It will actually they actually have a lot of b-boys here, a lot of huge b-boys here. If I was to like go into New York and tell them I was from Tampa, they would probably want to battle me. Be like, oh, you from Tampa? Okay, let's go ahead and let's get it going. You know what I'm saying? Because like we kind of do have a reputation for being the b-boys here.
Right.
And so like and so when I found that stuff out, I was deep in. I had linked up with we had made a crew called Get Rock Crew. It was and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And it was with my homeboy Gurr. It was another homeboy named Jordan. You know, Jay Sky was messing with me. He was part of another group named Rising Kings. J Rock, he was part of another group named Rising Kings as well. And we just hit it off. We started going to battles and stuff. The first battle I went to was with Jay Sky and J Rock. He was over in Gainesville. And shout out to Gainesville. That was one of the best nights in hip hop, man. They had like a dope rapper. Like they had it was just dope, man. It was just nothing but hip hop. And I really did like the scene, especially here in Florida. But after that, we started actually living together. And so when we living together, we all struggled. I'm staying on the couch, bro. So like it not only became like, you know what I'm saying, how it became like a lifestyle. We was going to like the downtown and hitting, you know what I'm saying, trying to like make money. You know what I'm saying? Like off of shows. And then before you know it, my homeboy Jay Sky is like, we getting booked for like, bar mitzvahs. You know what I'm saying? We getting booked for like, you know what I'm saying, a show at I think it was at Citrus Park Mall or something when they were lighting the menorah or something like that. You know, we had like gigs like that. I remember one time it was kind of degrading, man. They had us dress up as fucking dreidels, so it's like spinning and shit. I'm just like, bro, I think we should just never do this like events again. Like,
I need to see that picture, yo, for real.
No. Nah, we made show, man. Like,
I
nah,
need that shit.
hell nah. We got that scrub federally. Nah. We made that money though, but like, you know what I mean? And it was like the lifestyle, like for real. Like we used to just dance, just like literally for 5 hours straight, and you know, wonder why our joints be hurting. but yeah, man, that was the life until I realized, you know what I'm saying, I wasn't really like again, I think it comes like a hunger thing. Like I wasn't really hungry about trying to be better than everybody, because I think you kind of have to be that hungry. I think there is. You kind of have to have a certain attitude,
a killer instinct almost.
yeah. Especially with dancing. Like that shows. If you ain't that confident and you dance, it shows, bro. Like it's like you ain't really trying to win. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? This person right here is doing it, you know, doing their best. But yeah, and that's why I realized, you know what I mean? I know the fundamentals, I know the foundation. You know what I'm saying? I ain't making money. I got a good job now. So I ain't out here hitting. Let me go ahead and see if I can get back to the community. So I had started with this place called Level Up Fitness, and shoot, I've just been teaching ever since then. You know what I mean? It's been dope. Level Up Fitness is not around anymore, unfortunately. They closed because of the Rona. So I was actually now with the Tribe. It's actually in Seminole Heights. It's connected with a church there. And I teach a lot of kids, like, you know, breakdancing, you know, the fundamentals. You know what I'm saying?
How old are the kids?
It gets about as young as I think my youngest is about 9. I think my youngest is 9, 8.
Okay.
But yeah, I've taught all ages though. I've taught them as young as 5.
Okay.
Because you know, when it comes down to it, you know, I teach them the foundations of it, and I also tire them out. So it's just like, yeah.
Hell yeah, trust me.
Yeah, so like at 6 o'clock, they're like, no, you're going to Chad's breakdancing class. You know what I mean? Because I got
us parents need that. We need that. Now I have baby girl in the dance class, but I'm not a fan. And she could be watching this shit. I don't give a fuck. I'm not a fan of her teacher at all, man. Her teacher don't even know her name. The teacher don't even seem like she's challenging them, because baby girl's 7 now, and she grew up TikTok dancing and all that. So she's a dancer and a gymnast.
Yeah.
You know, she does all the flips she doesn't do flips yet, but she's doing cartwheels and all that gymnastic stuff. So, but it's just like, it seems like a money grab from what she's doing, but you know, it's just something quick for her to do, you know, to stay active and involved. But I think she'd probably get down with some breakdancing for real. I would love to see her try that shit. Man,
it's a couple of breakdancing studios here, man. A couple of dance studios that will teach you. I used to go to Prodigy. It's actually owned by Karishka, and I definitely recommend you take her to that. It's nothing but kids.
Okay.
I think it's actually a majority of females, actually, a majority of B-girls. And she whips them into shapes. Like, she lets them know exactly what to do. And like, I've only seen them improve every time they go over there. I've only seen them. Man,
that's all I need, man. Like, I don't need, like I said, I don't want her to feel like just a number, a statistic, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I already be dancing her ass off. Like, Quiet as Kept, she probably like one of the top ones in the class and shit. But
for real,
the teacher don't give a fuck. So it's like, hey, man, I'm good on that shit.
Prodigy, please, Karishka, man. I feel like I might send you the link after this, man. Yeah, she's an amazing teacher. She's an amazing teacher. Amazing. Hyphen knows her, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, Hyphen knows her.
Okay, that's what it is, man. We're talking with Knux, and I want to actually talk about Universal Mastery, man. So,
yes, sir.
What is today? Today is the 19th. This is actually dropping. We record this a little bit early. This is dropping tomorrow, 4/20. You just dropped Universal Mastery. What's been the feedback so far?
Man, the feedback's been amazing, man. Everybody says it's smooth, man. They like the, you know what I'm saying, they like the dark vibes of the video. They say it's like it brings that, you know what I'm saying, that 90s vibe, which you already know. Like I told you, I'm with the Geechee sway, you know, the AZ stuff. Like it's really like me and my element, that whole beat. Even the visual, it's me and my element, man. I'm you know what I'm saying, I stay positive, but in my mind, I promise you, it's dark in there. but it's really like, you know what I'm saying, when it comes down to it, yeah, it's definitely it's just me and my essence, man. Like, honestly, there's not a single lie told in that song.
Should we be expecting more songs like that, or what's the direction for the whole project?
Honestly, right now I'm just releasing singles. I would like to build up a buzz first before you know what I'm saying, because I haven't really heard anybody even want to, like, yo, when you gonna come out with an album? Like, I've just been telling, like, you know what I mean, I'm coming out with more music and stuff like that. The next endeavor I actually got going on, when it comes down to a single, is with a dude named QO.
Okay.
QO is somebody I met at another event that was a local event, and he's an insanely good, like, fast spitter. He almost reminds me of, like, people like from Do or Die, you know what I'm saying, like that old school event. Yeah, actually, I'm talking to Kansas City.
Come on now. Yeah.
But yeah, like he brings me that vibe, and we have a song called Frozone that we working on right now, and it's just me and him going back and forth bar for bar. I can't wait for everybody to hear that, bro. But other than that, I got a beat tape coming out that is featuring a couple of musicians, namely, of course, being Hector, Capone. And another guy named Cheeto Keefe. He's going to be one of the guitarists going to be on there. That's so far is it, what I got going on.
What I know you linked up with the Lapo. What other I don't want to call them local artists because, you know, I hate that term. But what other artists in Tampa Bay would you want to link up with?
I would absolutely love to do I would love to rap over a beat by Animal Milk.
Okay.
Their name Animal Milk. Animal Milk heard my track and he was like, "Man, you remind me of Currency." And honestly, that's basically what I've been hearing a lot of people do. Say, like, "Man, you remind me of Currency, I'm like, all right, dope. I mean, he's not in my top 5, but all right, cool. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Currency made me feel, he's my top 10. Currency made me feel cool as hell when I'm listening to it. But when I heard like his way of production, it reminded me of what makes me like sample. Like, he's really like experienced it, like with the sampling and stuff like that. And I would love to be on a track, like, you know what I'm saying, just rapping with maybe like, you know, a Saru, you know what I'm saying, maybe like Mike Mass, you know what I'm saying, go back and forth. Me and Mike Mass actually do have a song that we both featured on. That was with Annex on his album Snooze Button. But I would like to just, you know, just me and him on some shit. I'm trying to think of some other spitters. There's this one dude named King Cole. He doesn't really have much of a buzz right now. Mm-hmm. And I like that because I want to be able to go ahead and, you know, introduce him to a couple of people. He is insanely like my flow is like, you know, chill and everything like that. But he reminds me of like Mock Hami. You know what that is?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he reminds me of that. Like, it's real intricate, but it sounds effortless how he does it. And I definitely want to introduce him to a couple of people that, you know what I'm saying, that like my music. Let's see if we can definitely use my crowd to, you know what I'm saying, give him a little bit of a spotlight on that. When it comes down to a main, I ain't finna catch you, I would love to do a track with Tom G, bro. What? Are you kidding me?
You would need to do that shit for Tampa.
What? That would be insane, bro. Like, bro, because Tom G, man, like, I'm pretty sure he knows his, like, you know what I'm saying, his position in Tampa. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's like, you know, the city.
He has to know that shit, man. You can't even front on that shit, man.
What? You know the type of music, like, you know the type of music I like. You know what I'm saying? I'm on that boom bap shit. But if you put on City Boy with it, I'm right here with everybody else.
You out
like,
there?
Like, come on, like, it's, you know what I'm saying? He's solidified. You know what I'm saying? I think he got a song called Verified coming out. Actually, he verified. Like, he in there as, you know what I'm saying, one of the Tampa legends. And I would love, like, you know what I'm saying. I had I think we did that beat thing before where you was able to get the I think it was Brixton was able to get the vocals for that.
The Friday Flip Club or something?
Yeah, the Friday Flip Club. He was able to get the vocals for that. Are you kidding me? That was like, what? I was like, are you?
I loved y'all's interpretations of that shit.
Man, I felt like I was producing for Tom G. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, yes, give it here. Are you kidding me? Like, man, I went all in on that one. But yeah, I would love to do a track with Tom G. And shoot, I'd love to do a track with Fresh P too, man. Now I'm thinking about it. Me and Fresh P knew each other for a minute now. I ain't finna capture. When he had first started, I kind of slept on it, but then niggas just elevated like past so many niggas that I know. Like, you know what I'm saying, to the point where, you know what I mean, I'm taking notes. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching his
That
performance.
nigga's
Like,
an entertain. Yeah, stage game.
that's how you do that.
Man, please.
Like, oh, okay, that's how you perform. Oh, all right, my dumb. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because like I don't know, man. The way he puts in the work and it shows, bro. So like, yeah, I would definitely love to. You know what I'm saying? I would love not to only make a song, though. I would love to perform it with her. You know what I'm saying?
I'm ready to see you perform, honestly, man. I think the whole, B-boy background, plus being a producer, knowing when things are going to drop, the timing of it all. And then I'm sure you be practicing like a motherfucker because you ain't trying to have anybody second guess you. So I can imagine that shit's probably on point, like, for real.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to get it all together, man, for sure. Trying to make that grand show. I got a couple of sets I'm getting ready for.
That's what it is, man. When's the next one gonna be?
I don't want to do it at this show. I want to do it at the next show that I make because I feel like I'm doing too much already. I don't want to stretch myself too thin. But the next show that I'm gonna have is gonna be more of a showcase. It's gonna be way more intimate. Probably gonna be only like 10 tickets sold. It's gonna be in somebody's studio. It's gonna be more so for the footage. That's where I'm going to perform at. It's probably gonna be in September. October, around that time. But yeah, it's gonna be pretty elaborate. I'm a perfectionist, so I'm gonna be practicing a lot for it.
Go ahead and drop your social media information so people can find you.
All right, well, it's Knux_beats, KNUX_beats. That's on Instagram. You can find me on any platform, Spotify, and that's KNUX Knux. You can find me on SoundCloud, of course, Knux Beats. If you're just looking for me on Facebook, just type in Chad Jackson. You can find me there too. Sure, that's my
we're giving government names out.
Man, I ain't man. What? I'm past aliases. You know what I mean? I don't got no prize.
Facts. He living free. He's like, yeah, I'm over here down on the east side. Y'all can find me, man. I'm out here.
I'm out here, man. Like, yeah, everybody loves me. Everybody loves me. Why I gotta hide?
You stupid. I got a question. The last question I got for you.
Wait.
Beat me. The name of it, Doug.
I don't follow.
You don't? Oh. Yeah, I'm like, I was like, I ain't about to act this shit out right quick.
All right, so story time. All right. It's completely X's fault. All right, that's it. So at first, bro, because this was like, I ain't for the cats. This was kind of like a spur of the moment thing. So the only reason why I even started throwing this beat battle is because one of my homeboys, I don't want to name drop because I want to feel like, you know what I'm saying, I'm throwing shade at that. But one of my homeboys, he owns a strip club. You know what I'm saying? He was like, man, I would like to, if you throw a beat battle, you feel me, like this, that, and the third. And I was like, all right, cool. Let's go ahead and do it. I mean, since you already giving me the venue, that's nothing. You know what I'm saying? He's like, all right, cool. All right, but this is going to be like in Pinellas County. I'm like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking like, all right, that's dope. All right. He's like, yeah, it's a strip club. I'm like, oh, okay. A beat battle at a strip club. Okay. All right. A beat battle at a strip club. You know what I'm saying? And so we're sitting like mixing stuff around. So like, my mind, I'm sitting like, we're like a funny ass name. Right. So I just throw that out there, you know what I'm saying? Like, what if we call that shit a beat me? X was like, no, we're not fucking calling it that. X was like, bro, what the fuck? No, we're not calling it that shit. Bro, and to the dude that owned the venue, he was like, bro, that's genius.
That's money, yeah.
He's like, bro, are you kidding me? We're going with it. I was like, all right. So X, we're going with it, nigga. Don't tell me. You know what I'm saying? And what's fucked up is that kind of fell through because, well, I mean, for multiple reasons. Because he's trying to get a crowd that's going to stay there. You know what I'm saying? Spend that money. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. And
You already know.
I just don't feel like right now. Let's say if I was to do a beat battle and I get first rounded, if I'm in my city, I'm probably just going to stay there. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably just going to chill. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably going to get drunk. I'm probably just going to go home. You feel me? If I get first rounded in Pinellas County and I live in Tampa, you know what I'm saying? I'm not, I'm leaving. I'm probably never coming back to that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I'm pissed.
Right.
I'm not trying to get drunk and then drive across the track. I mean, across the bridge. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to have that. I'm trying to have that on my conscience either. You know what I'm saying? I invite a nigga over here. You get fucked up and shit, and then you get into an accident after just because you wanted to come to my event. So I'm like, that shit's going through my mind, and then I'm also thinking like, damn, if the venue don't get their money, then you know what I'm saying? Then it's really just going to I'm just going to put this up here just fall over on itself. I was like, damn, I don't know if we can do it out there. You feel me? So I had to switch venues, but I had to keep the same damn name.
That shit's money, dog.
That shit.
I read it at first. I was like, man, that sounds different. I was like, oh, that's why.
Honestly, man, when the shit really started getting looked at, motherfuckers like, wait, what the fuck? Hold on, wait, she just like, what the fuck is that? And bro, the shit got a little buzz. So we kind of just been rolling with it, man. Just keeping it going. I was talking to Hometown. It was Hometown and H that really called me out in the shit. But Hometown hit me. He was talking about what's crazy that I had something just like that too. He said it was called the beat and greet. Or greet and greet or something like that. I was like, yeah, that's funny. But yeah, we all make
Knux, I appreciate you taking time out tonight to speak with us. Episode 13, Waves of the Bay podcast. I'm excited to see what's about to happen with this beat battle. I'm excited to see what this music's about to do as well. And I'm excited to see what you're about to do, with this music thing on the hip hop side of it, being the artist instead of just being the producer, man. So once again, thank you for taking time out. Be blessed out there. Everybody, this is episode 13 of Waves of the Bay. Make sure you follow us on social media at Waves of the Bay. I'm Tone Capone. Check the webpage out. I spell my name with a K. It's tone-capone.com. If you spell it with a C, you won't see me. So just make sure you spell the name correctly. We'll catch you next time around.
This Kino Sabi forever. Stand for something. We appreciate the blessing, bro. Let's go.
Ain't trying to bite it, we create it, then we ride it. We know our wave is seismic and you really can't deny it. We just keep on soaring higher. You would swear it's autopilot, then you realize tone and shift and made a living off of fly. We are the wave and it's bigger than the moment. It's a movement that's progressing like the truck stick on opponents. It's time to stake our claim. It's time to bring the pain. We're battle tested, now it's time to show it ain't a game. It's time to make a lane, a different vibe, another way. We're known for killing, shoot, even help them pick their graves. We're breaking free in chains and running towards the daylight. The victory's in plain sight, we're taking flight to reach heights. These boys is tired of waiting, tired of playing, time to go. This vibe's been percolating, gaining steam to explode. Built in anticipation, maybe time to reload. We paid our dues, now we're coming back to repo. We kicking toes, we ain't got no time for peepholes. We keep evolving for our family and our peoples. Ain't playing fair in this game, we just some cheap